Imagine watching a market that spent the whole weekend sleeping, moving sideways, barely breathing, and suddenly as Monday arrives, it wakes up with a spark in its eyes. That spark is exactly what Bitcoin is showing right now, and this moment could turn into something much bigger than traders expect. This is Shah, and let's break down what is actually happening with Bitcoin at the current price of $91,200. Yesterday, we talked about how the market was in a quiet phase. The weekend usually brings slower movements, low volume, and indecision, and that is exactly what Bitcoin displayed. It kept moving inside the sideways zone, respecting both the lower boundary and the upper short-term levels, creating a calm atmosphere before the next real move. But today the scene has completely changed. The volume has stepped back into the market as the new week begins, and the overall sentiment across major coins is turning green again. Now let's talk structure because that is what truly matters. The trend line we drew earlier was respected beautifully. Bitcoin did not even need to tap it perfectly. It bounced slightly above it, which is actually a sign of strength. Buyers were confident enough not to wait for the exact touch. They stepped in early and pushed the price upward again. That is the first positive signal. Second signal is that Bitcoin is breaking above 91,000, and this level is extremely important. It has acted as a psychological and technical barrier. What we want next is very clear. We need two daily closes above 91,000. That is the confirmation candle setup that can open the doors to the 100,000 zone. Without those two clean daily closes, we will still consider this a retest, a reaction, or a temporary push. But if we get those closes, then the path ahead becomes very smooth. Now let's talk about the only negative point that we can force ourselves to find. On the chart, if you squeeze your eyes a little, you can see something that looks like the formation of a head and shoulder pattern. The right shoulder is slowly forming, but here is the important part. If Bitcoin breaks above $93,600, which is the level of the head, then this entire bearish pattern gets invalidated instantly. It will no longer matter. It will no longer have any influence. That break would wipe out the negative idea and leave us with a clean bullish structure. And on the higher time frame, the structure is still strong, valid, and aligned with the bigger trend. Higher lows are intact, key supports are respected, volume is increasing again, Monday energy is back in the market, and Bitcoin is trying to lead it. So for now, the direction is clear. As long as 91,000 holds and we close above it twice, the bullish path remains open. Stay patient, stay prepared, and if you want daily updates just like this, keep following along.